You want to buy a used vehicle, but you have reliability concerns. You've arrived at the proper location. We're here to give you a complete list of used SUVs with problematic transmissions that you should avoid. When buying a used SUV, there are several factors to consider, such as fuel efficiency, safety ratings, and performance. However, one critical aspect that's often overlooked is transmission. The transmission is a vital component of any vehicle as it transmits power from the engine to the wheels, allowing the car to move. If the transmission fails, it can be a costly repair and potentially leave you stranded on the side of the road. It's essential to remember that not all used SUVs are created equal, and some are more prone to transmission problems than others. As such, it's crucial to do your research before purchasing a used vehicle to ensure you get a reliable model that will last for years. We want to help you avoid wasting time, money, or aggravation in the long run by emphasizing that staying away from making an informed decision is usually preferable to regretting your choice. In light of this, we'll look at the most typical problems with each model and offer more dependable solutions and better suited to your requirements. Let's dive into more details about these 10 used SUVs with bad transmissions that you must avoid. Chevrolet Traverse. The Chevrolet Traverse is a mid-size SUV in production since 2009. While the Traverse is generally regarded as a reliable and practical vehicle, some issues have been reported with the transmission in specific model years. The most problematic year for the Traverse was the 2011 model year, which was plagued with transmission issues. The most common problem was a shuddering sensation when the vehicle shifted gears. This was often accompanied by a delay in going or a complete failure to shift gears. In some cases, the transmission would fail altogether, leaving the vehicle unable to move. The issue was traced back to a defect in the transmission's wave plate, which is a component that helps control the shifting of gears. Over time, the wave plate could crack or break, leading to the above-mentioned problems. The problem was so widespread that GM issued a recall for 2011 Traverse models equipped with the 6T75 transmission. The recall involved replacing the transmission fluid, installing a new wave plate, reprogramming the transmission control module. While the 2011 model year was the most problematic for the Traverse, some owners of later model years have also reported transmission issues. These include delayed shifting, rough shifting, and transmission failure. It's worth noting, however, that the frequency and severity of these problems are much lower than in the 2011 models. Despite the transmission issues that have plagued some model years of the Traverse, it remains a popular choice for families needing a spacious and reliable SUV. When shopping for a used Traverse, paying close attention to the vehicle's maintenance history and any signs of transmission problems is essential. Having the car inspected by a qualified mechanic before purchasing is also a good idea. 2011 Nissan Rogue. The 2011 Nissan Rogue is a compact crossover SUV with significant transmission issues. The CVT on this vehicle is known to fail, leading to costly repairs or even the need for a complete transmission replacement. Owners have reported that the transmission can fail suddenly, with some instances of the total loss of power while driving. It's best to avoid this model year of the Nissan Rogue. Infiniti QX60. The Infiniti QX60 is a luxury midsize SUV with significant transmission issues. The CVT on this vehicle is known to fail, with owners reporting a loss of power while driving, shaking, and jerking. Repairs can be expensive, and some owners have reported replacing the transmission multiple times. If you're considering a used Infiniti QX60, it's crucial to have the vehicle inspected thoroughly for transmission issues. 2011-2014 Ford Fiesta. The Ford Fiesta is a subcompact automobile that experienced severe transmission problems between 2011 and 2014. The dual-clutch automatic transmission in these cars is notorious for slipping, jerking, and having delayed acceleration. The cost of repairs can be high, and some owners say they've had to replace the transmission more than once. It's advised to steer clear of the model years 2011 to 2014 if you're thinking about buying a used Ford Fiesta. 2011-2013 Nissan Murano. The 2011-2013 Nissan Murano is a mid-size SUV with significant transmission issues. The CVT on this vehicle is known to fail, leading to expensive repairs or even the need for a complete transmission replacement. Owners have reported problems with shuddering, slipping gears, and sudden power losses. If you're considering a used Nissan Murano, avoiding the 2011-2013 model years is best. 2019 Kia Forte. While the Kia Forte is a reliable, compact car, the 2019 model year has had some transmission issues. Some owners have reported a rough shifting sensation, delayed shifting, or the transmission slipping out of gear. These issues can be frustrating and potentially dangerous if they occur while driving. Kia has released some technical service bulletins related to the transmission, but official recalls have yet to be made. 2012-2017 Ford Focus. The Ford Focus is a popular compact car for its fun-to-drive nature and efficiency. However, the 2012-2017 models have been plagued by transmission issues. The dual-clutch transmission in these models can have problems with shuddering, slipping, and delayed shifting. Some owners have had to replace the transmission multiple times, and there have been several class-action lawsuits related to these issues. Ford has extended the warranty on the transmission to 7 years or 100,000 miles, but this may not cover all repairs. 2013-2014 Nissan Pathfinder. The Nissan Pathfinder is a mid-size SUV that's been around since the 1980s. The 2013-2014 models have a CVT that has had some problems. Owners have reported issues like hesitation, shuddering, and transmission failure. Some have even had to replace the transmission multiple times. Nissan has issued a few recalls related to the transmission, but it's still a good idea to avoid these model years if possible. 2014-2015 Jeep Cherokee. The Jeep Cherokee is a compact SUV with off-road capabilities and a comfortable ride. However, the 2014-2015 models have been plagued by transmission issues. The 9-speed automatic transmission in these models can have problems with rough shifting, stalling, and hesitation. Some owners have reported having to replace the transmission multiple times, and there have been several recalls related to the transmission. If you're looking for a used Jeep Cherokee, avoiding the 2014-2015 models is best. When buying a used SUV, the transmission is one of the most critical factors. A lousy transmission can lead to costly repairs and even dangerous situations on the road. While many reliable used SUVs are on the market, there are also some models to avoid. The 10 used SUVs listed above are known for having transmission problems. Whether it's a faulty CVT or a problematic dual-clutch transmission, these models have a higher risk of transmission failure. If you're in the market for a used SUV, research and avoid these models if possible. Remember always to get a vehicle history report and have a pre-purchase inspection done by a trusted mechanic. This research can help you identify any potential issues with the vehicle, including transmission problems. With careful analysis and some luck, you can find a reliable used SUV that will provide you with years of trouble-free driving. So, if you're in the market for a used SUV, keep these vehicles in mind and avoid them at all costs. With the proper research and patience, you can find a reliable used SUV that suits your needs.